2 years ago, in the days after Hurricane Sandy, the cat was let out of the bag, and everyone learned what meteorologists had known for years, that the long-range computer model run by the European Center for Medium-Range Weather Forecasting, the so-called European model, was, on average, more skillful than the long-range American model. More than a week in advance, the European model had forecast Sandy's infamous left turn into New Jersey, a track that the American model didn't pick up on until several days later. Because of Sandy's destruction, this forecasting coup got plenty of national publicity, but the writing had been on the wall for years. Here's a comparison going back to 1996 of average global 5-day forecast accuracy from the European model in red and the American model, the GFS, in black. Closer to 1 is better here, and notice that the red line is consistently above the black line, meaning the European model has, on average, outperformed the American model. Now here's a look at just the last 30 days. Again, the European model in red, the GFS in black. On most days, the red line is above the black line, and sometimes the black line takes some really big dips. The red line never really does that. Now let me include a third model in green, this one from the United Kingdom Meteorological Office, the so-called UK Met model. Note that more often than not, the green line is above the black line, meaning that the American model isn't even second best in the world. Now, state-of-the-art numerical weather prediction requires immense computing resources, and part of the reason the American model lags the European is inferior supercomputing power. Recognizing the problem, Congress, 6 months after Sandy, gave the National Weather Service $25 million to upgrade its supercomputers. But more than a year and a half later, nothing has happened, primarily because the Weather Service has a long-term deal with IBM. And IBM sold their supercomputer business to a Chinese firm, Lenovo, raising red flags in Congress. These days, supercomputers are so fast that their processing speed is measured in petaflops, which are quadrillions of calculations per second. A quadrillion is 1,000 trillion. That's 1 followed by 15 zeros. Right now, U.S. weather supercomputers run at about 1 petaflop. Sounds like a lot, right? Well, the European Center just upgraded to more than double that speed, while the weather services of the United Kingdom and South Korea, countries much smaller than the U.S., have ordered supercomputers several times more powerful than ours. Now, to be fair, the issue isn't just supercomputing power. The European model also has a superior way of ingesting the massive amounts of weather data needed to initialize their model. But the bottom line is, there are good reasons why we often show you the European model on Weather World, which Fred may very well do in the extended forecast next.